Hey Android fans, this is Eric from HollywoodPhoto.com with another Android app review. I'm really excited about today's app because it's a cool one. It's one of those apps that has practical applications, but it's just so cool what it does that I get really excited about it because I like gadgety things. It's called Cerberus. At least that's how I pronounce it. I don't know how they pronounce it, but that's what happens when you use a word that's not in the common English language. Anyway, you can see how it's spelled, obviously, in the beginning of the video, and I'll be showing you the app. But the only way I know how to say it is Cerberus. Basically, it is a security / anti-theft app for your Android. But it is fully featured. I mean, it's amazing the things that this app can do and the interface, the way that it does them. Super, super cool. And one of the coolest things about it is it's a one-time fee. You download the trial version. There's a week trial for free. And then if you decide you like it, there's an in-app license purchase one time and you have it for life. And the fee in US dollars ends up being, I think, just under $4, which is a small price to pay. The only other app that I know of that comes close to having all the features this has, which will remain unnamed, is an app that has these features but charges you a pretty hefty monthly fee in order to use those services. With this one-time fee, it's yours. Anyway, I'm going to quit talking because you don't want to hear me talk. You want to see this app in action. I'm going to show you all the really cool things it can do. So we're going to hop on my app, but also on my computer this time because I got to show you what you can do if your phone is lost or stolen. So let's go take a look at it. Okay, so this is Cerberus on my phone right here where my thumb is. Now this is the first time I'm trying, doing one of these reviews, having my computer in the background. So bear with me if I screw up a little bit, have some mercy, have some mercy. And this is the app in the Android market, what it looks like. Cerberus. I think that's how you say it. Sounds right to me. So first I'm going to show you the app on my phone. When you open it up, it asks for your password. Your username and your password. So I'm going to go enter those two things really fast. When you log on, here is what you see. Basic stuff, help, contact support, a forum, something to do if you get a particular error on their website, which I don't get that error, so I'm not going to worry about that. You can change your password here. If you open it up, you just type your new password. Your password is important because you may need that not only to get into the app, but you also need that to activate the security features. Change the dial code. I have it set for 5555 right now, just so I can show you guys how that works. It's pretty cool. And basically what that allows you to do, you can hide this from your app drawer, so that if someone gets your phone and your phone isn't locked, because I don't have a password on my phone, they might try to disable any anti-theft app you have on your phone before you can activate a lock screen and a password. But you can make it so that with this, they wouldn't see Cerberus on your phone. If they went to your app drawer, it just wouldn't be there. But you can still access it through the dial pad. I'll show you that in a minute. It works really cool. Device administration. This is important. This is how it allows Cerberus to access certain things and do certain things, and basically as long as it's in device admin, it cannot be uninstalled. First you have to be able to go into device administration and remove device administration before it can be uninstalled. These are options. You can give or take away the ability of Cerberus to wipe your device memory remotely, as well as the ability for it to wipe your SD card remotely. I have both of those activated because if my phone ever did get stolen, which hopefully will never happen, but if it did, then I wouldn't want anyone to have access to what's on my phone, because I use my phone for everything. So, you know, there can always be a lot of sensitive information on there that you don't want in the hands of other people. Screen color. This is just the screen color you want the screen to be when you take a picture. And you'll see how you can take pictures on your phone even if you don't have your phone. Wrong unlock code. If you can choose that if someone tries to enter a password and it's wrong, that it takes a picture of them. And then you can also set how many failed attempts at the password before it does so. I have it set at 3. I don't know why. It really doesn't matter for my phone because I only have a camera on the back. So obviously that's something that's not effective for my phone, but if you have a front-facing camera, then it would be, because it'd take a picture of the person who's entering the passcode. Alarm stopped. This causes it to take a picture when the user stops the alarm. And I'll show you how that works. Again, because I have a rear-facing camera, it won't take a picture of me, but it'll take a picture just so you can see how it would work. Message dismissed takes a picture when the user dismisses a Cerberus message. Set alternative phones. Now you can you can activate the features of Cerberus either through the website or through SMS codes that activate certain things. But let's say you don't have those codes and you don't have access to a website. You can set it so that if emergency mode is enabled, it will automatically send the location of the device periodically to a particular phone via SMS. So you can enter those phone numbers here. You can see I don't have any because it's just not something I think that I would use. But you can use that. You can set that up if it's something you thought you might benefit from. And then save history. I have that checked. So Cerberus is always constantly saving my location history. And then if my phone gets stolen, it'll be continually saving the history, and I can actually see the history of where my phone has been, who has my phone. Change format. This is just if it's taking screenshots, because you can take a screenshot of your phone as well remotely. If those are not showing up right, then you can change the format. And that's about it inside the app. Once you get those things set up, the really cool features are more what you can do on your phone. What I will show you really quick is that accessing. Let's say Cerberus was not in my app drawer. It is right now, but if my phone got stolen, I'd probably remove it. Let's say I got my phone back, or I just decide I'm gonna not have it in my app drawer at all anyway. If I dial the code that I entered on there, 5555, and then hit call, see, it opens up Cerberus. So that's a pretty cool feature. That way you don't have to have the app visible to anyone else, but you can still access it. Alright, so now let's get to the really cool part. Let me show you what we can do with Cerberus. Let me log in. I don't want the whole world to know my login, so I'm going to turn you away for a second. Alrighty. Now that we are here, this is the website. You can see it immediately brings up a map with a general location. It has a continual running log. It shows right now that the device has been connected. And it'll continually update this field to tell you what it's doing, the communication it's having with the device. This is the name of my device, and this is the command I want to do. So let me just show you. I'm not going to do all of these, but I'll show you some of them, and you can just see how cool it is. So you can stop tracking, you can get device info, you can get location history. Let's check that one out. So you send the command, and there you go. It says download location history or open in Google Maps. I'm going to open it in Google Maps. And you see, very detailed history of, now this is just all over basically my house because I'm not going anywhere. I haven't gone anywhere in the last hour or so. But it will give you a detailed history of where the phone has been, which is a good way to track it down. You can lock with a code. If you do that, you enter a code, a digit code, and you send the command. It will lock your device. Like I said, I leave my device unlocked. I don't have like a password to get into it because generally that's not necessary, and I want to be able to get into it really fast. So I don't use that. But if my device was missing, I could do this. It would send a code. My device would be locked. And then you can unlock it. This one's cool. Start an alarm with a message. Give me my phone. Of course, you may more likely send a message like, if found, please call. Assuming that it wasn't stolen, but that you just lost it and someone found it, maybe they would call you. But I'm going to send this command, and you'll get to see what it does on the phone. So it flashes the light, gives the message here, and I turned it off. If I had entered a password for the lock, they wouldn't be able to get into it because it would be locked. But at any rate, one other thing that happened, if you can see this here, is, and it tells you exactly alarm was sent, alarm command executed, and then take picture command executed. And that's because in the settings inside the app, I had set it so that whenever someone dismisses the alarm, it takes a picture. So how do you get that picture? It comes to your email. So here you go, right here, Cerberus picture taken, alarm stopped. So if I open that up, there's the picture it took, because I was holding it here in front of my computer screen. It took a picture of my computer screen, and because I only have a rear-facing camera. Obviously, like I said before, that's much more effective if you have a camera on the front. So that's that's cool. That's one way to find out who has your phone. Display message, that's if you just want it to display a message, you can send that. Get call log, so you can get a log of everyone that's been called from your phone, or get SMS log. I'm going to send that command and show you how that works. And again, it tells you right here, SMS log message has been sent. And then it'll let you know, and here you go. This is the log of all the text messages that I have received. So if you don't have your phone, maybe it's stolen, maybe it's just lost, but you want to check and see if you've gotten any text messages, you can get those. Call phone. Now this is a cool feature. What you do with this, you enter the phone number you want your phone to call, and your phone will call it. So in other words, if I enter, let me get a phone number for you real quick. You can enter any phone number. So like let's say you want to enter your girlfriend or your boyfriend's phone number because you want your phone to call that number. You're probably hoping that and you'll see it calls, my phone has called that number. So if somebody has your phone, and you can have your phone call, say your boyfriend or girlfriend's phone number, husband, wife, friend, and who knows, maybe the person who has your phone will actually answer it, pick it up on their end when they see the phone's calling someone and say hello, and you can actually talk to them. You can do the same thing with text messaging. This I think it's probably the most useful because you can, you can text message people even though you don't have your phone. So you could text message someone and say, "Hey, I lost my phone. Do not send me text messages. Call me at this other number." You could send that message because what this does is send a message from your phone to whatever number you put in there. Record audio. And this, you can go up to 30 seconds. I'm gonna do 10 seconds just to show you. Send the command. You can see over here, record audio message sent. Audio recording started. So I'm going to test this real quick. I'm going to keep talking, it's going to keep recording, and then we'll be able to play it back in just a second. Alright, so now it says download audio recording. So let's download it. And let's audio message sent. Audio recording started. So I'm going to test this real quick. I'm going to keep talking. So you see, that works great. Someone steals your phone, you can really freak them out. Of course, you could also use this to strategically plant your phone and in another room and record someone's conversation who doesn't want to be recorded. Not that I'm commending that kind of activity, I'm just saying that you could do that. You can also take a picture, you can also capture video, you can grab a screenshot of your phone, you can start emergency mode. Emergency mode is when it will begin sending periodic text messages with the location of the device to one of those three phone numbers, up to three phone numbers that you've entered inside the app for it to do that. Hide app from App Drawer. This is where you can select this, and then the app wouldn't be visible to someone who has your phone. And then these are the two last resorts. If you think that someone really has stolen your phone and that they are going to do really bad things with it, then you can wipe the device memory and you can wipe the SD card. You can also reboot the device. I don't know why you would necessarily need to do that remotely, but you could do that if you wanted to. So anyway, like I said, it's a lot of cool features, a lot of great things. I mean, so much you can do. And this is the only app I know of that is as cheap as it is and has all those features. And another thing that is really cool is you can do all those things through text messaging as well. So let's say you don't have access to a computer. You can do any of these things by sending a text message to your phone, and in the message you put Cerberus, and then you put your password for Cerberus, and then you put the command. Find, which will locate your device. SIM info will get the SIM card info. Lock code will lock your device with that code. Alarm text, that'll do the alarm like you saw. Message text, and that will display a message. Speak text, and that will make the device actually speak using your speech-to-text, your text-to-speech recognition software. It'll actually speak text, so you could actually kind of talk to the person, which would be fun if you were recording their audio and then you send a message to them and have it say, "Hey, I hear you. I hear what you just said." Call number, take picture, capture video, screenshot, wipe device memory, wipe SD card, start emergency hours, stop emergency, enable data, enable Wi-Fi, reboot. Why this is great is because if for some reason your device doesn't have access to internet at the moment, we all know, or perhaps you don't, but you should know that one of the last things to go is text messaging. Because that's why they say when there's an emergency, a lot of times the phone lines are tied up, but you can get a text message through. So by using this, you know, if for some reason the computer going through the internet through the computer isn't working because maybe your phone doesn't have internet connection, but it's pretty much guaranteed that almost anywhere your phone is, it's going to be able to receive text messages. So you can use any of these commands to execute those commands with Cerberus. So that is the app Cerberus. Hopefully my demonstration shows you why it is, I think, the best app for protecting your device. You can do anything you need to do to keep someone, hopefully to get your device back, but also to discourage someone who might have stolen your device from keeping it or using it, and then at last resort you can wipe everything if you have to. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Like I said, it's available on the Android market for a free download, for a free 1-week trial, and then an in-app lifetime license purchase that is just under $4, at least by today's exchange rate. So I highly recommend you check it out, play with it for a week. I guarantee you're going to want it. As always, this is Eric from HollywoodPhoto.com. I want to send a special thanks and shout out to my, I think, 4 subscribers now. Woohoo! If you have any questions or comments about the app, feel free to leave a comment below. If you like my reviews, subscribe so you can be updated when I add more videos. And that's about it. Until next time, I'm reminding you, as always, that your Android phone is only as good as you make it.